Hey, beautiful Gemini. Thank you for coming to my channel tonight, and thank you so much for your likes and your subscriptions and all of your comments. I really appreciate your support. Please make sure to watch the video to the end to avoid any misunderstanding. And also, if you would like to receive email notifications directly from my website, I'm going to leave information on that in the description box below. Sometimes I've heard from a lot of people recently that YouTube is not sending out notifications even if you've clicked the notification bell. So if you want to get notified directly, please do that. I would welcome that, okay? So Gemini, let's see what's in your cards tonight. Let's get started. I have already shuffled the cards, cleared the energy, and I'm just going to pull this based on what I'm feeling for you all tonight. Gemini energy. Gemini energy. Let's see what's coming up for you, Gemini. I feel like you all got over some sort of a hump. I'm feeling it while I'm pulling the cards, like you may have been on a roller coaster ride and it's going, you're coming back down the hill. And I don't know if it was a fun roller coaster. Doesn't feel like it was. It feels like it was difficult. So let's see what's in the cards here. Yeah, there's a Ten of Swords and Judgment card right off the bat. That's intense. I'll give you the whole picture here in a second. Okay, Gemini. All right. Wow, this is really interesting reading. Okay, so the first thing I'm seeing is you've been pretty happy. Things are good. There's family around you, love, happiness, things like that. It's upside down, but this is never a bad card, the Sun card. But it is upside down, so you could be a little bit happier, but it's not all bad. And I feel like you've gone through a situation where you weren't feeling like yourself, but now you are, because this is flipped over the other way. This is the Four of Cups. So you might have been feeling a little bit like you were bending yourself to fit what somebody else wanted, or, excuse me, to fit into a situation. There was something here where you weren't maybe feeling like your authentic self, like as much yourself as you wanted to be, and you were doing it maybe for somebody else, So this is what I was like, this is really intense. This is your roller coaster you went through. So it looks like there was a Ten of Swords moment for you, Gemini. Ten of Swords is never fun. This is some kind of ending or divorce or some sort of betrayal. Somebody pulled the rug out from under you. Maybe you felt stabbed in the back, And then this is the Judgment card right under it. I feel like changes were forced on you, okay? But wait till I get through the rest of this. It gets better, okay? Just showing you what is in the energy all the way through, because the tarot goes from the past to the present to the future. So we'll get there. So these forced changes, they weren't easy. I mean, I can see you went through it. You definitely went through it. But here's the World card. This is having to do with, I always say this is a spiritual graduation. This is you passing all the tests. You did what you needed to do. And you passed all those spiritual earth lessons. You learned a lot and things came full circle. I feel like everything came full circle back around. If it hasn't yet, it's going to. It's a very strong, energized card that came up there. So here's where it starts to get interesting, okay? So work looks like it's going to start going very well. Some of you may be entrepreneurs working for yourself, your own business, and there may be with some kind of a stalemate about the business, and maybe that had to do with this breakup or this Ten of Swords that I saw. But there's something to do with the energy now is released. I feel like you've been released from this tug of war that was going on, and the business has grown and gotten better. There is a small sum of money coming up next to a very large sum of money. I tell you, Gemini, I think your miracles are coming in, and I think your miracles are going to be endless. I'm not kidding you. This is amazing. This goes from good to like amazing, side by side. And it was interesting when I pulled these cards out, they came out side by side, you know, when I pulled them. So let me tell you what these are. This is the Page of Pentacles, which is the smaller sum of money. It's usually receiving, you know, a little payment or something like that. Right next to the Ace of Pentacles. This card is like, wow. Okay, Ace of Pentacles can be a windfall of money. So it can be anything from lottery to some sort of a large settlement you've been expecting. It can sometimes be inheritance, especially with this Ten of Swords here. You know, it could have been an actual physical passing and, you know, an inheritance. Could be. But mostly it looks like some sort of a windfall that's super happy, because most of this reading just looks, you know, really amazing. So I go back to this Ten of Swords and Judgment card. Changes did come in that you didn't want, but it's leading you to this amazing miracle. You know, Ace of Pentacles, new beginnings, having to do with a lot of passion, having to do with finances, having to do with material goods and what you want, where you live, what you do. I feel like this is a game changer. This is a huge miracle coming in for you, Gemini. So let's see what else we're going to get here. Let's get in which cards I should use. No, they're saying to use these. Okay. So I'm going to feel for the energy on these as well. So the first card that's coming up is Spark. Okay, this is beautiful. It's the number 34 Spark card, okay? This is having to do with, you know how a little spark can start a really big fire. And that's what this is. This is lighting all of this situation you've been through, especially the situation of not feeling like your authentic self. It's lit this little spark inside of you. And that little spark is going to really take off and start to really light the room. You know, it's like one little candle flame can light up the whole room. And I feel like that's what's happening inside your spirit, Gemini. Let's see what else is coming. Gemini. Well, you're getting flying. You're going to feel like you are just flying, like you've got wind beneath your wings. I see you just letting go and rising above, you know. It's a really magical card. Some of you may even have flying dreams. I'm getting the goosebumps on that. It's such a good card. This is wide open. Yeah, see? This is because your miracles are coming in, Gemini. This is you being really wide open to what's coming in. Like you're just open to everything good that's coming into your life. And there's a lot of good coming in. So here's the dry desert. This is where you've been. You've been feeling like, you know, where's my path go? You can see how her path kind of ended there. She's like, which way does it go? I don't know. And this is her feeling like she's in the desert by herself, doesn't know where she's going, but that's been in your past, you know, that's where you've been. And also you may have felt like frozen. You may have felt like this deep freeze that you've been through, almost like a hibernation period, or almost like you were the caterpillar, you know, in its little cocoon, like waiting to come out. So again, these are past cards and you are coming out of all of that. See if there's any other things they want to tell Gemini. Yes, gentle gardener. Okay. So they are encouraging you to be out in nature. Some of you may actually be gardeners. They're saying that you have a very gentle touch, very good with plants and animals, very good with growing things. And this is also having to do with your spirit guide. You can see the guide up in the sky, up in the corner here. And this is having to do with your guide coming in and kind of talking to you in nature. This is a good way to connect with your guides, okay? So on that note, Gemini, I'm going to leave you with this Ace of Pentacles, your Big Miracles card. And I can't wait to hear in the comments how this is going to go, because you all have definitely been through a difficult situation. I mean, Ten of Swords and upside down Judgment. That's not fun. That's just not fun any way you cut it. So this is going to turn around for you. You are going to have endless miracles coming in. So it was great to see you all, and I hope you come to see me again soon. Okay, bye.